Prime Energy, Dream Pop, the flavor that'll make you cream in your dreams. So, Logan Paul recently tweeted that YouTubers today want to build real businesses. Funny enough, he and KSI just managed to fumble what was once a billion-dollar company. Yeah, the irony is painful. At this point, it feels like the only business model Logan Paul truly understands is scamming people. But let's rewind. Back in 2023, Prime was everywhere. Over $1 billion in sales, sold out in nearly every store. Parents were literally fighting in grocery store aisles like it was Black Friday. Logan Paul and KSI looked like they had cracked the code and built the next Gatorade. But fast forward to today, and Prime's sales have crashed harder than Logan's reputation after the Japan forest incident. I've seen things I can't unsee. Prime bottles rotting in clearance bins for under $1, a billion-dollar empire turned into a case study of what happens when influencers think hype can replace real business strategy. So how did two of the biggest creators on Earth completely blow one of the most successful product launches in internet history? Let's start from the beginning. When Prime launched in January 2022, it was insane. Two former boxing rivals who had spent years trying to knock each other out suddenly teamed up to create a hydration drink. The internet lost its mind. Logan's announcement video pulled over 8 million views almost instantly. Kids were camping outside corner stores at 5 a.m. like they were waiting for the new iPhone. Resellers were flipping bottles for anywhere from $100 to $1,000. Prime wasn't just a drink, it was a status symbol. It was basically the supreme of beverages. And the UK? Absolute chaos. Every restock sold out in minutes. Stores hired security guards. There's footage of grown adults wrestling 12-year-olds over the last bottle of blue raspberry.
It was madness. Beautiful, profitable madness. By the end of year one, Prime had made $250 million. A year later, $1.2 billion. That's billion with a B. They landed sponsorships with the UFC, WWE, FC Barcelona, and massive athletes like Erling Haaland. This wasn't a YouTuber side hustle anymore. This was a legitimate empire. But here's the problem with building an empire on hype. Eventually, the hype dies, and when it did, there was nothing real underneath. Right at Prime's peak, Logan Paul's past came back like a jump scare in a horror movie. CoffeeZilla released a massive 3-part investigation exposing CryptoZoo, Logan's failed NFT project that scammed millions and never delivered a working game. Missing developers, shady middlemen, fans losing tens of thousands of dollars, it was a disaster. Logan had spent years rebuilding his image after the Japan incident, and within a month, it all evaporated. Instead of apologizing or taking responsibility, he sued CoffeeZilla, because nothing says "I'm innocent" like hiring 5 lawyers to silence someone with receipts. Even after the lawsuit was dismissed, the damage was permanent. Parents stopped asking, "Is this drink healthy?" They started asking, "Is Logan Paul a scammer?" Not exactly the brand image you want when your product is marketed to kids. And then things got worse. In July 2023, U.S. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer publicly called for an FDA investigation into Prime Energy. Why? Because it contained 200 milligrams of caffeine per can, while being marketed to children. GVVV. Coke has 34 milligrams. Red Bull has 80 milligrams. Prime Energy had more than double Red Bull. Yet the ads featured kids, gamers, and influencers, not adults who could actually handle that caffeine load. Parents panicked. Schools banned it. Even the non-caffeinated version got dragged. Nutritionists pointed out that Prime Hydration was advertised like an elite sports drink, but the formula was basically coconut water with marketing steroids. Even Gordon Ramsay tried it and said it tasted like drinking perfume. Once health concerns went mainstream, Prime went from the cool drink to the drink you got suspended for bringing to school.
Sales collapsed. So what did Logan and KSI do to fix their image? They partnered with Mr. Beast to launch Lunchly, a Lunchables-style meal kit for kids. The backlash was immediate. Dan TDM accused them of exploiting children. Doctors criticized the nutritional value. And then Rosanna Pansino opened one on camera, only to find moldy food inside. They were literally shipping moldy lunches to children. Lunchly was supposed to save their reputation. Instead, it became one of the worst PR disasters of the year. By now, Prime's hype was already dying naturally. Kids move from trend to trend faster than a TikTok For You page refreshes. Once the novelty wore off, nobody actually enjoyed drinking Prime. It was manufactured hype, just like fidget spinners. And then came another CoffeeZilla investigation, this time exposing KSI's crypto pump and dump. His good guy image collapsed overnight, and suddenly Prime's founders looked like two crypto scammers selling drinks to kids. Public trust was gone. Then, in 2024, things escalated even further. A class-action lawsuit claimed Prime's grape flavor contained dangerous levels of PFAS, so-called forever chemicals. Parents panicked again. Stores pulled stock. Headlines were brutal. UK sales dropped 70%. Profits fell 92%. By 2025, Prime wasn't selling out. It was being cleared out. Bottles under $1. Dollar stores begging customers to take them. And finally, the Olympics sued them. The U.S. Olympic Committee accused Prime of illegally using Olympic branding to make it seem like an official Team USA drink without paying for sponsorship rights. By the end of 2024, Prime didn't collapse just because hype died. It collapsed because Logan Paul and KSI sabotaged their own brand. They had everything: audience, momentum, distribution. But instead, they misled customers, targeted kids with unsafe products, faced government investigations, shipped moldy food, ran crypto scams, and refused to take accountability.
Prime could have been a decade-long success. Instead, it became one of the fastest creator downfalls of all time, a billion-dollar empire destroyed by the people who built it. Because in the end, you can't build a global brand on hype, scandals, and lies. Let me know what you think of Prime in the comments, and I'll see you in the